What up, everybody? Okay. It's tough to see. So today, I'm gonna talk about, man, I gotta clean my car out and stuff, y'all. I'm sorry. I'll try to keep it clean for y'all. Alright, so today I'm gonna talk about 205 and what a freaking mess it is. Like, so the 205-pound weight class in UFC have been dominated by Jon Jones since, I don't know when, like, gosh, probably, it had to have been like 2010. Like, it's been forever. And the only thing that ever snuck in there was DC. You know, fans, and DC earned the belt fair and square, but it almost never seemed like he was the real champ because he never beat Jon. And from his perspective and the way he spoke, he made it clear he felt like he had to beat Jon, and both times they fought, he didn't win. Even though he was winning that second one until he lost. But a decade of domination for the most part. Then you start seeing how then he leaves and it's absolute chaos. So Jan gets the belt. Then Izzy goes up and loses to Jan. Like, Jan won the belt, and I don't think he defended at all. Then he fought Izzy, who was like 5 pounds light on weigh-in. And then he beats Izzy, so we kind of had respect for Jan then. Then Jan turned around and he lost to Glover. Then Glover turns around and drops it to Jerry. Then Jerry injures himself, or gets injured training. He didn't get injured in the fight. He got injured training. But Glover was beating the tar out of Jerry. Jerry, I'm going to start yelling at the camera, y'all. I'm sorry. I thought I liked Jerry until I watched him fight Glover. That's stupid. If I was the ref, I would have called that fight early the way he was doing those stupid, like, pats on the back, trying to be goofy. Man, that dude tapped out 50 times. I don't care. Fuck that guy. Anyways, so Glover beats the tar out of Jerry, but then in the last 2 minutes, loses because of that stupid guillotine. And I'm just saying stupid because I'm passionate, you know. I ain't down any fighters or their choices, whatever. So then Jerry's the champ. Jerry doesn't defend at all. So they put Glover in there with Jamal Hill out of nowhere. And it's like, all right. Like, what happened to Jan and all that? But anyways, Jamal beats the tar out of Glover. Like, slaps him senseless. Then Jamal gets hurt. Jamal doesn't... But I swear I just watched Jamal fight like a month ago. I don't know, man. So Jamal vacates the belt. Not to mention, all these vacates are happening when Jon Jones went like 2 years without defending the belt and they didn't make him vacate. I'm just pointing that out. Like, Jerry vacates the belt after like 30 days. Jamal vacated it after like 3 days. Something weird. So then, all that's going on. Then they have Jan and Roman, some dude I didn't really know, fight for the vacant belt. And they draw. They have a draw. Then, that was the last action. Was that draw. So now they just announced, I guess yesterday, they're going to have Alex fight Jan. Alex fight Jerry. Alex is going to fight Jerry for the vacant 205 belt. Like, what the fuck is going on? Jan's straight getting screwed in all of this shit. I don't even know what I want to say about it other than it's an absolute mess. And if you're having trouble keeping up with 205, guess what? Me too. But, like, I guess guess where we'll go with this is, does that make the division more exciting or less exciting? I was talking with a friend who doesn't keep up with fighting. He's not, he'll see stuff on ESPN, but he's not into it like how a lot of us are. Like, you know what I mean? Well, he was saying he doesn't watch UFC because there's no consistent champions. And I was like, and he's told me that before. He said that to me several times over the years, and I'm always like, And with that note, I gotta pause this for just a second. Well, I guess I'm good for another minute or so. But like the not having a consistent champion, is that good or bad? I don't even know. If we start comparing it to other sports like basketball and football, there's rarely ever a consistent champion. You kind of have these dynasties or whatever, but now I'm pausing it. All right, back again. But yeah, we talk other, we had the Patriots dynasty in the NFL, I guess the Warriors. In basketball here recently, when I was a kid, it was the Lakers, and before that it was the Bulls. I guess the Celtics were in there somewhere because they were way back in the day, because they're always talking about them. Man, it's tough for me to focus on traffic and drive when I got to make a turn, y'all. I'm sorry. But this seems to be the easiest way for me to talk to the cameras when I'm driving. All right. Well, there wasn't much of a conclusion to this other than 205's absolute chaos, and a couple random thoughts. It's like the higher up the weight class goes, the more chaotic it gets once you get past like 55. It's like it's hard to have a consistent champion for a long time at those hard ones, even though John was. It's like John was something special, but the weight class itself is in turmoil. And we'll see it at 85 as well, in my opinion. Like, if Izzy's not dominant at 85, then who is? Like, I think a lot of us would have thought Robert Whitaker, but I mean, we just watched Duplessis do what he did. I don't know. It's just an interesting take. It's crazy how 205 was so dominated for like a decade, and then it's just chaos now. It's like I don't even know when we last had a champion, because it was vacated for the draw. Like, it was vacated before that fight for the draw. They might have vacated on that day, but that fight was a couple months ago. And then this fight coming up is in November. So it's like we haven't even had a champion at 205 for probably 6 months once it comes around, if not more. Is that not crazy? I don't know. And a little bit of me feels like in this situation it's kind of like Dana trying to put it on someone that's going to either keep it for a while. Like, he sees the problem with the belt changing hands a lot. It's hard to build up the publicity side of a fighter when they're not constantly in the spotlight. Like, if they're only in your spotlight for 6 months, they have the belt once and then they defend it and drop it. Like, how can you build them up? Which is exactly what the problem at heavyweight's always been. Like, Stipe got to have the most title defenses ever with 2. Like, no disrespect, but I mean, like, come on, why are we even wording it that way? The company and the sport's too young. But anyways, yeah, 205's crazy. That's my video for the day. Might not do anything till next week. We'll see. Y'all have a good one.